It's here, we're unboxing the POCO X3 NFC in this video, and we're doing a camera tour and some sample shots. Good morning, you beautiful people. Hopefully it's morning when I end up posting this video because I'm trying to get this out as soon as possible. But yeah, hello you beautiful people. Welcome to LAZADA's Tech, where we do tech in your real life in style. So in this video, we're checking out the newest POCO phone. Announced just last night, the POCO X3 NFC is the very first Snapdragon 732G fitted phone. NFC enabled 120Hz refresh rate, a big battery, and liquid cooling. It's looking like a very powerful device. In true POCO fashion, at least specs-wise, this phone packs a real punch and at an awesome price point. Let's see for ourselves, shall we? Time to unbox. Fresh from last night's launch, we have the POCO X3 NFC right here. POCO X3 NFC on the side with easy access to the Google apps you use most. Same branding on the other side, a yellow back, and we have the POCO X3 in shadow gray, the 6GB, 64GB version. Ooh, POCO. SIM eject tool, some paperwork, warranty card, user guide, jelly case. Look at that. We have the phone here in bubble wrap. I don't know if it actually comes in bubble wrap, but this phone was shipped to me from I'm not sure where, so maybe they added that. We have a power brick, USB-C and USB-A. Look at the orange details. Right, nothing else in here, so time for the phone. POCO X3 NFC, Qualcomm Snapdragon 732G, yes, the very first of its kind. 120Hz 6.67-inch FHD plus dot display screen, 64-megapixel AI quad cam setup, and a 20-megapixel selfie camera, and 5160 mAh battery with 33-watt fast charge. Look at that interestingly shaped camera module. Right, I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the build of this phone. It also has a good weight, it feels a little full in my hands, and we have that stripe in the middle and that hollow POCO branding. I love that. That's also supposed to be very durable because that's Gorilla Glass. And then we have that very unique camera design. That extra one is a flash because we have 4 cameras up here. The text up there says 64-megapixel AI super camera, and down here it says designed by POCO. On this side we have a volume rocker, power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner. At the bottom, speaker grills, USB-C, audio port, and on the other side that is a SIM tray. Yes, expandable storage. So we also see that camera bump there, but I mean, it's in the middle, so I think that's actually better than having a pretty sizable bump on one side. Powered it up, we're gonna set it up, and in the meantime, a montage. The more I look at this phone, the more I realize that it's a very serious looking phone, isn't it? So this phone screen is very fast. It has a 120Hz refresh rate, which means it does look like it's very fast and snappy. Like I always say in my video, it's not something I look for in devices, nor is it something I particularly notice on phones. But I mean, every now and then there are these phones that I go like, wow. This phone runs on MIUI 12 with a POCO launcher, and that's what you're seeing here with a whole app drawer situation. And I mean, it is called X3 NFC, so this phone does have NFC capabilities. Also, another cool thing I found here would be the floating windows option. And yes, I know other phones have it, but not all phones have it, so I always appreciate it when it's there. Right, now let's move on to the camera tour. Hey, before some of you tech bros come at me for looking at a camera on a phone that you want to see other content on. One, know that I always do camera tours. Two, know that it's what I want to do and you can't stop me. Also, if you're new to this channel and you're about to comment about me shooting in front of a mirror and how vain it seems, stop. One, I am vain. And two, when I sample the zooms, you get to better see like the perspective via the mirror and what the camera's focusing on. Okay? Okay, let's start. So this is the main camera. You have, of course, a wide, 1x, 2x, and you can zoom up until 10x. You have flash settings up here, you have HDR settings, you have AI, and when I turn that on, all of a sudden it shows you a person, because I too, folks, am a person with feelings. Also, what you comment, I see, so be nice, people. Here we have the beauty mode, and that is a lot of options that include like body beauty mode. And though I enjoy trying these out and using it, use it like makeup, use it to enhance the real you. And girls, never be ashamed of the real raw body you have. There are also different filters. Whoa, those seem like a lot of filters. Is that because of the 120 hertz that it's just like so fast? And then you have Google Lens over here. On the right side, you have portrait mode, and can you zoom in or out? No, you cannot, but as you can see, my back is now blurred. You have the AI toggle option. Here you have studio lighting options. You have the aperture settings. So pro tip, a lower aperture number means a bigger opening, means a blurrier background, versus a higher aperture number means a smaller opening on the camera, and you don't have that much of a blur. Here you have a beauty mode, but this time around it's just like a bar and then different beauty filters. On the right side you have more. You have a night mode. Can you zoom? Yes, up until 10x, and zoom out. Well, only to 1x. You also have a 64 megapixel shooter. So the main camera on this phone is a 64 megapixel camera, but like most phones, it uses pixel binning to create smaller, better looking photos, because people, bigger isn't always better. You also have short video mode, which is a mode I actually like. We see it in Xiaomi phones a lot. So this shoots 15-second clips, and then when you're done shooting them, it automatically allows you to share them on your social media. Now, I haven't put in social media apps here, so that's why it doesn't show up, but usually they're out here. It also allows for different special effects for when you shoot these 15-second clips. For example, slow-mo, and then you also have beauty modes, filters, and my favorite, the kaleidoscope mode. And of course, on this mode, you have a wide, a 1x, 2x, up until 6x. Now, of course, you can do that with the kaleidoscope mode off, but you know, there is a panorama mode, a document scanner, which I always love because this thing is always useful. Oh my gosh, and then there's a vlog mode, which I absolutely adore. So you have all these different templates here. After picking one, it just allows you to shoot vlogs with those styles. Now I'm gonna do a quick one just because I love this mode, and let me show you what I mean. Right, so as you just saw, I basically propped my phone up and now I have a full video, stylized, edited, and all that jazz. So this mode is an easy hack if you vlog or if you want to shoot like short social media posts. And then we have the slow motion mode. We have time lapses. There's also this front and back feature, which, oh, cool. So interesting. Can I zoom? Wow, yes, I can. So this is a really fun mode. It allows you to use both cameras at the same time. What's funny is that the Huawei Nova line has been like pushing for this feature, and it's just amusing to see it on a POCO phone. There is a long exposure feature. Oh, cool. There are templates for certain shots that might look good using a long exposure, like a moving crowd, neon trails, oil painting, light painting. These are like really cool things, except we're not leaving our house anytime soon. So you also have clone. What is this? Right, so this is cool. Basically, it does a sort of multiple exposure to come up with really cool effects. Yeah, I really want to try this. And ladies and gents, it works on video too. And then we have the edit option, which is pretty cool. It allows you to customize your camera menu, move around the features that you like using. Pretty useful if you ask me, because you know, we use camera features differently. Right, so let's move on to the other side. Video. So we have 1x wide, we also have 2x, and zoom up until 6x. We have a steady video mode, and it's interesting how that's actually pretty wide compared to the 1x. There are different beauty filters. Let's go into settings. Oh, I like how that's set. Let's go into settings. Oh, I like how the settings sort of show you all the different things you can change with your video in a quick menu. So you can shoot up until 4K 30 FPS, and there is a movie frame mode, very cinematic. So there is a wide, a 1x, 2x up until 6x. Now I will note that there is actually a movie frame mode on photo and portrait mode. Oh wait, speaking of photo mode, there's also a macro mode hidden in the settings here somewhere. So I think that Xiaomi knows that not a lot of people use their macro modes, although I mean, I like it. I think that it's pretty nice for certain specific shooting stuff, aka shooting like my garden or flowers or stuff like that. Anyway, back to the video mode. So let's turn that off. You have a macro mode for video and a track moving object option. Under the pro mode, you have of course all these different settings. So ISO from 100 to 6400. You have use of different lenses. You have different focus settings, different shutter settings from 1/4000th of a second and 30 seconds. Anyway, it is selfie time. So on selfie video, can you zoom in or out? No, you cannot. You have beauty filters and actual filters available as well, and you can shoot up until 1080 30 FPS. There's also movie frame mode. You have photos, which no zooming in and out either, but you have AI, that's nice, and all the different beauty mode settings here, and of course the filters. Then there is the portrait mode selfie, automatic blur right there, AI up there, studio lighting, aperture settings of course, and the filters. And then over here you have the same settings we went through earlier. Let's take some selfie shots.
That was our first look at the POCO X3 NFC. Personally loving all those camera things we went through. Like, this thing is feature-packed. Of course, this is just our first look at this phone. Now, I did not plan on it, but I think I want to do a camera vlog test with this device. So let me know if that's something you'd want to see. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. That's it for today. If you want to see how I use my tech on a daily basis, you can find me online. That's at isadoes_. Until next time.